Good evening, my friends. Welcome back to the Aviary Attorney. I hope you're doing fantastic. Marvy, Holko Lurkers, hope you're all doing great. Let's begin where we last left off. Our good rival friend, he may have ended up, I guess he's in the crypt, and he died. So, you know, I guess that happened. I didn't let him get killed. The game just said, hey, you know, next time you should take notes on where to go. Good luck. Here's one of the endings. Now play through the game and have come back, whatever. Yeah, you can come out now, brother. I'm a bad investigator. Well, yeah, what choices would you make? I investigated so much junk. Look at all this loot that I got. Oh, wait, they took it away from me. I would have done better. I've watched your stream already. I know where to go. All right, settle down, Peanut Gallery. The revolution begins. You can come out now, brother. Brother! Sylvius. Wait, this is a new one. He kind of looks like a warthog from the front. Right here. How did it go?
Better than we had hoped for. The Wooster is dead. The Madame has tasted her first blood.
Amazing. Amazing. Just do like the Smash Mouth.
So, amazing. Completely worth getting shot for. About the Falcon tried to disrupt the execution. Falcon, really? That tenuous wretch. Those were he floundered and bumbled around hopelessly. The Madame thinks that he's one of some use, but really he's as good as dead. This is marvelous. Every piece is falling into place. Our dream will be a reality in no time at all. To reason, brother. To reason.
Oh, that's what it's about. Act 4C. Little awkward. I love Sparrowson's just his little smile right here. I hope you don't have too much hate for the Madame. I know that Rooster was your friend, but the Madame does what she does for her little friends.
Yeah, boy, oh boy, this is awkward.
Yeah, he's a bit. Perhaps a round of drinks are in order. After all, this is a tavern. What do you two say? I'm not thirsty. I mean no disrespect, Fontaine, but I'm not thirsty. Me neither. I get it. You're both a little shaken by what you saw. Can we at least get you some wine? Just a small glass to calm the nerves. Fine. Whatever. Very good. Piano, fetch our guests some drinks. It's your round.
My round? No way, it's your turn.
Turns don't matter. You still owe me for that omelet I generously paid for last Friday.
Yeah, well, you owe me for that coffee on Tuesday.
Okay, so that's 30 cents of coffee deducted from 60-cent omelet plus 25-cent peanuts you swiped from my pantry.
Hold up, I ain't so good at mental arithmetic.
Listen, Sparrowson, you need to go. Go? Yes, I'll create a distraction. You head straight for the back door. It's not such a good idea. If we both stick around, we could both end up dead as soon as we rub that lioness the wrong way. If we both run, these two will probably shoot us in the back. So the way I see it, one of us running is the most viable option. Falcon, don't argue. Once you're out, find Volerti and tell him what you've seen. Hey, what's up, Quinn? Okay. Yeah, it's agreed. You get this round, I'll owe you 2 cents.
Yep, I'll hold you them 2 cents. Be right back. Don't you two move or nothing.
He'll hold me to the 2 cents. That Piero's such a miser. Anyway, I don't feel like sitting in silence. Let's talk to pass the time.
Want to play some cards? Fontaine, do you want to play some cards while we wait?
Some cards? Well, I'm no gambler, but sure, we can have a quick round or something.
Great. Have you ever heard of Jack's Noir?
Jack Noir? No, that name sounds dubious.
It's fine, I assure you. Deal me in and I'll demonstrate. Make sure you look really close at these cards now. Oh no. Now let's try to make you do better. So what do you think?
I think you just took the rules of blackjack and slapped them awkwardly on a tarot deck. It's a terrible game.
Ah, he's on to me. Oh, well, how about we play some Procure instead?
Procure? Is that just poker with tarot cards? I swear to God.
Alright, I brought drinks. One for me, one for you, and one for... Hey, where'd the little one go?
The little one, he's right. Oh man, I lost him.
You lost him? How'd you lose him? I was gone for 2 minutes.
I think I dropped the ball on this one.
I'll say the Mechanical's stirring us up for sure. Oh, actually, we should probably make up a cover story. We can't just let her find out about this.
You can't let me find out about what? They let him escape? I don't know. Fuck it, let's see what happens. I felt that it wasn't right to keep Sparrowson here against his will, so I created a distraction to let him escape. It's somewhat gutsy of you to outright admit it. By rights, I should shoot you here and now. But I won't. I need a lawyer to bring our plans to fruition. That little bird was dispensable. You are not.
Madame, if Sparrowson runs to police, then both this location and the Sleeping City are compromised. We should keep this meeting brief.
Agreed. Falcon, let me quickly fill you in. As you probably know, we are planning to form a protest, an enormous protest, on the 14th of this month. We intend to draw a massive crowd at the Place de la Concorde, and then we shall march across to Illyria's garden. A march across the Tuileries, huh? You intend to storm the Louvre? No, the Palais Royal. That's where the King and Prime Minister will be residing. I will let it go peacefully, but... The peaceful uprisings have a habit of turning violent, don't they? Exactly. And we can't let the leaders of this country escape amidst the chaos. They must be tried for the crimes against the French people. On that note, I want you to lead the prosecution. You want me to prosecute the King of France? The King and the Prime Minister. They are both responsible for the rampant inequality that plagues this country. On the day of the revolution, we will drag both of those overpaid bourgeoisie into the streets, and you shall prosecute them then and there. I think I understand. Prosecuting the pair of, for crimes against humanity, I suppose. It could certainly be done. You had a prosecutor, but you kind of shot him, so I'm kind of a defense attorney. But if I were to interview a lot of citizens, gather a lot of evidence, file some paperwork, I could probably prepare a case in around 2 months. You don't have the luxury of time. Use your ingenuity on the day, just like you did in the catacombs. You can't be serious. There is no alternative. The wheels of the revolution are already turning, and the revolution will ignite in under a week. The question in my mind is, what do we do with you until then?
Yeah, you can leave him with us, ma'am. We'll keep a good eye on him.
After seeing the atrocious job you two did guarding the little bird, I think not. I'll just have to guard you myself, Falcon. You shall spend this week at my side while I complete our preparations. Are you at your side all day and night? Absolutely. I'm not going to let you out of my sight for 1 minute. That seems excessive. You can trust me, madame. No, I can't. You've promised to help me, but I know that you don't actually believe in the cause of the Second Republic. If I give you 1 grain of freedom, you will undoubtedly flee. Yes, you got me there. This meeting is over. Come along, Falcon. Oh boy.
The Mooney.
And then, while we were sitting in the tavern, Falcon gave me the opportunity to escape. He created a distraction and I sneaked away and went straight to the police. And then you called a meeting and well, here I am. So, yeah, that's the whole story.
Yeah, I see. So Severin and Cocorico died at the hands of the rebels.
That's right.
And Falcon revealed his true colors as a traitor.
What? No. No, that's not right, Inspector. Falcon's not a rebel. He's just playing along so he can save his own life.
Don't be so naive, Sparrow son. Put the puzzle pieces together. Falcon willingly leapt into the lion's den for a specific purpose of siding with the rebels. He let you escape because he could see that you weren't truly sympathetic to a rebel cause.
That doesn't make sense at all. Falcon's never shown a rebellious streak.
Tell me, Sparrow son, what do you know about Falcon's past?
Not a lot. He's a private person.
Has he ever told you what he did during the July Revolution?
They got a revolution every month.
Before he changed his name?
Before he... No, he hasn't told me anything, really.
Sparrow son, let me tell you about the man they called the Viridian Killer.
Uh-oh. Let me think. So it takes 10 minutes to walk from the Place de la Concorde to this very spot. And the Palace Royale lies 5 minutes north of here. But the crowd will be fairly large and slow. It may take twice, maybe 3 times as long to make the move. Having a logistics problem, madame? Perhaps. The plan is to walk the crowd from here through Tuileries to the Palace Royale. But if we take too long to pass through the Tuileries, the police will trap us. We could be flanked and slaughtered. That is quite an issue. Why not just go around Tuileries? There's a nice wide main road that leads straight to the palace front door. You can avoid the gardens entirely. Marching across the gardens makes for a better political statement. But I can't fault your reasoning. Going around would diminish our chances of being stopped and trapped. I'll pass the idea along to Piero and see what he has to say. He's the one in charge of leading the crowds, after all. That bird-brained parrot would probably just shoot the idea down, right? Probably, but I appreciate your input. I don't know if you genuinely want to help, or if you're just telling me what I want to hear out of fear, but thank you, Falcon. It's no problem, madame. For the Second Republic, right? Right, for the Second Republic. I'm pretty sure Sparrowson left that part out. The Palace Royale, just look at this disgusting den of fat cat bourgeois and hypocritical politicians. The king is probably in there as we speak. Probably sitting in his high chair, stuffing his bloated face with cake and wine while he boasts about being the perfect citizen king. You come here just to moan about the king? No, I've come to assess the potential battleground. On the day of the rebellion, I might order Piero to set up a barricade over there. What do you think? There? Right outside the Palace Royale? Of course, it's the perfect place for a defensive garrison. We can gather furniture from nearby buildings, build a wall, and position rifles to fend off the police. When the time is right, it will serve as the ideal location to launch our assault on the palace. So you weren't just throwing empty words in the tavern. You actually do intend on dragging the king out of the palace through violence? Of course. He will never abdicate from his own volition. It's not as if I want to see bloodshed, Falcon. It's necessary. It's inevitable. I mean, we have to be realistic. There is no way to bring change to a country without using violence, is there? You know what? Let's go with. I think there are ways. People look back on the violent moments of history, the executions, the war, the bloody revolutions. But who's to say that a country could not be overturned just through the chance of the people? A pacifist revolution? Interesting. I would love for such a thing to be possible.
But I say no!
Maybe it would be better to avoid building the barricade. At least until it's clear that violence is inevitable. That's good. That's a good compromise, madame. Oh, good. I'm swaying her away from bloody streets. This house, huh? Let me guess, you have a weapons supplier somewhere around here? Or maybe this is where you plan on meeting an informant or a government defector. It is a good meeting spot for as any. Actually, I'm here for groceries. There's no need to look for that look. You think that just because I'm a gun-toting rebel, I don't need to buy food?
Mia Belmont!
Well, if it isn't the Sartain and little Gambade, you're growing bigger every time I see you.
Ma'am, you have to hear this. Something big went down here yesterday. Oh, policeman, yes, young policeman.
Let me guess, she was bullying people into revealing secrets on the whereabouts of the revolutionaries?
Yeah, well, that's how it started, ma'am. Some old bullying tactics. He was pushing around this old beggar rat who hangs out around the market sometimes. But then when the rat wasn't speaking up, the policeman drew his gun and shot him.
Shot the rat. The policeman shot the beggar just like that?
Yup.
But then the coward cop went and ran before he could turn on him. I find this difficult to believe. A policeman wouldn't openly shoot a beggar without just cause. Open your eyes, Falcon. This is a regime us Parisians live under. We are ignored by the government, oppressed by the police, and hanged by the courts. Why do you think I'm fighting so hard to make a change? We can't put up with this sort of bullying. No, this can't be right. Something has to be missing from Sartain's story. Do you mind if I ask you a couple questions, madame?
Sure, ask away.
Make it quick, Falcon. Make it quick, Falcon. Who's the rat? Who is this beggar rat?
I don't really know him well, monsieur. None of us did. He was kind of a loner who hanged around asking for scraps of food and cents. I didn't even know his name.
That's so sad. Did he have no family? No means of support? Falcon, do you have any idea how many beggars there are on the streets of Paris? How many people go hungry? How many people are forced to turn to crime? I'm well aware, madame. I'm asking these questions to see if there was perhaps some other reason why that particular rat was killed. But no, it appears that this was just the loss of one unnamed beggar rat among many. It's tragic.
That it is, monsieur. Is there any other way that I can help you?
What did the policeman look like?
Well, didn't get a good look, but... Oh, he's tall and ugly and mean looking and... He had one eye!
I know who that is. One eye?
Yep, yeah, one of them pirate patches.
There's no way. Ring any bells, Falcon? I know a man who fits the description, but it simply couldn't be him. He's a bitter individual, but he's morally righteous. I can't imagine him shooting an innocent person so recklessly. Don't let your bias towards the justice system affect your judgment, Falcon. If you think you know who did this, then please name and shame him. I think I should bite my tongue until I'm a little more certain.
You want to know anything else, monsieur?
If a policeman did shoot an innocent person, there would surely be an investigation. Huh! Your naivety knows no bounds, Falcon. You think the police care if one of your own is out of control?
Actually, there was one bloke asking around, but I don't think he was a policeman.
Oh, go on, madame.
Oh, he was a charming fox.
Renard. Friend of yours, Falcon? Something like that. We should probably pay him a visit to see what he's up to. Pay him a visit? I suppose we could set aside a little time.
Want something else?
That's it, madame. Thanks for your help.
No problem. Anything to help me at Belmont.
We'll try to get to the bottom of this Sartain. Just make sure to stay safe when the revolution starts. Stay inside. Keep Gambard safe.
Of course, ma'am. You stay safe yourself, you hear?
I'm stumbling through this, I can tell. I'll see what the fox is up to.
Monsieur Volpez visit us.
Well, that Mousie's still alive, so that's good. Really, Falcon, what do you hope to accomplish in the sleazy back alley establishment?
Sleazy? Madame, my back alley office is perhaps a little cluttered and eclectic, but I resent the accusation of sleaze.
Maybe I should do the introductions. Monsieur Volpez, this is Madame Balmart, a friend of mine. Madame, this is
Renard Volpez, private investigator, at your service. It is a pleasure to meet you, Madame. Ah, how stoic. I'm sure you have some pressing questions to ask, Falcon, but perhaps we should get started. There is something I must tell you. Monsieur Sparrowson dropped by earlier. He informed me of your situation.
Sparrowson, is he alright?
Oh, yeah. He's now working with Inspector Volarty, attempting to unravel the rebel plot.
Just a thought. It appears that your lackey has solidified his position as a traitor to the Second Republic, Falcon.
Perhaps, perhaps not. Sparrowson doesn't strike me as a person who sides with any ideology. But you know, he asked me the most peculiar question. Would you like to know what it was?
Of course.
Such information is quite valuable. It would cost, say, 30 francs.
Alright. His ideology is snacks. Yeah, I know how this works. Here's your money, monsieur.
Very good. So on to the question. Sparrowson asked if you were the Viridian Killer. The one responsible for the random bombings during the July Revolution 18 years ago.
Why on earth would he ask that?
Perhaps the inspector has been telling him stories.
So what did you tell him?
The truth, of course. That is, that I have no idea who the Viridian Killer is, but that I knew that it couldn't possibly be Falcon.
Oh, and how do you know that I'm not the Viridian Killer?
Falcon, please. You're a semi-drunk, bumbling oaf, not a ruthless killer. Anyways, I've started my own investigation into the Viridian Killer. It's fascinating stuff. Apparently, he was seen on multiple places at once, which leads some to believe that he was actually more than one person.
Huh.
And do you know why they call him, or should I say, them, the Viridian Killer?
Viridian is a greenish color, isn't it? No, I don't have a clue. Crimson Killer would have been a much cooler name.
It appears that no one knows the origins of the name, which leads me to suspect that he, or indeed they, chose their own name.
This is all fascinating, truly fascinating, but perhaps we can return to the conversation to why we're here. Of course, Monsieur Volpez, we heard that you were investigating the murder of Les Hollis.
I was. That victim was a friend of Mousie's.
More of an acquaintance, really.
Well, we want to know if you managed to uncover anything. Did you find any leads, any juicy clues? What's up, Tupa?
Not as such. It's quite a peculiar case. Did you hear that the murderer wore an eye patch?
I did.
You know what that implies, don't you, Falcon? You only know of one police officer, or indeed, one person who wears an eye patch.
Just double checking. The inspector. But that can't be right. You wouldn't describe him as a murderous man, would you, Monsieur Volpez?
Murderous? I don't know. He's certainly passionate about finding the Viridian Killer. Who's to say that he wouldn't kill in pursuit of his arch enemy?
Falcon, I want to solve the mystery as much as you do, but time is pressing and we have other matters to attend to. We must take our leave. Understood. Until next time, Monsieur Volpez.
Goodbye, and good luck, Monsieur Falcon. It was a pleasure meeting you, Madame.
Monsieur Volpez! That lioness looked pretty angry. Is this revolution gonna end in blood, Monsieur Volpez? Just like in 1830?
Probably. We're gonna get a really bad ending. Well, that's okay. It's 1 of 3, and we're gonna get them all.
This is it, Falcon. This is the day we make our stand. Everything is coming together. As we speak, Fontaine is gathering the protesters at the place Place de la Concorde. Pierrot is making preparation to build and arm a barricade near the Palace Royal, just as a precaution, you understand. The only question that remains is, are you ready? Nope. To be perfectly honest, no, I'm not ready at all. You want me to prosecute the king and prime minister if and when you do drag them from the palace, right? Well, I've had no time to prepare, I have no evidence on hand, this whole trial is going to be one big fiasco. You're too fixated on the formalities, Falcon. This revolution will succeed and those in power will see justice, that's all that matters. But madame, you know I'm a defense attorney, right? You had a perfectly good prosecutor down in the catacombs. Come on, let's see how the protest is going. Falcon and Balmort arrived at the Place de la Concorde. The air is thick with the chants, shouts, and cheers of hundreds of protesters. A line of mounted soldiers stand shoulder to shoulder outside the entrance of the Tuileries. Oh, this is amazing. I had no idea the Second Republic had this many supporters. But of course, you didn't think we were just a few animals huddled in a cave, did you? The desire for a revolution runs deep in the city.
Everything's in place at the Palace Royal, ma'am. Just say the word and we'll set up the biggest barricade you've ever seen. Then we can all storm the building and drag that cocky king out of the chair.
There's been a change of plan. We're still going to protest, but we're going to do it peacefully. No firing from behind barricades, no violence, no capturing the king or prime minister.
Madame, are you feeling alright?
Quite alright, thank you.
What of your desire for a better France? You cannot achieve that without bloodshed.
We can certainly try. Falcon convinced me.
Falcon?
Pacifism seems like the Christian approach, wouldn't you say, Friar?
I see, now that's how it is. Excuse me, madame.
Are all the wolves commies? Is that what's going on? Because we have the three brothers so far. They're all like, yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Come on, revolution. They're the ones rubbing their paws together going, yes, yes. I think the friar just approves of the new strategy. He probably thinks I've gone soft, and maybe I have. But I'm not deviating from this path, even if each and every rebel leaves my side.
Yeah, don't worry, ma'am, you're not alone.
We're not here for the violence, madame. As long as you strive for a better France, we'll always stand with you.
That stupid bullet wound. Damn thing's opened up again. What's the news, brother? Is everything in place?
Here's the problem. The Mademoiselle refuses to use violence. She's turned timid.
Turned timid, how?
It appears that the lawyer Falcon is something of a lion tamer.
J.J. Falcon, that bird has proven to be more trouble than the rooster, I swear.
Brother, listen. If there's no violence, then there will be no power gap. One leader will just peacefully replace another. We need chaos for our plan to work.
Guess we'll have to follow through with our contingency strategy. I'll find the victim, you find the suspect.
Don't push yourself, brother. You're still injured.
Look at those scum! Foul vermin, a lot of them! Mark my words, Sparrow Son, every one of these petulant dissenters will take the first opportunity to turn aggressive. They lust for violence.
They don't look too violent to me.
Trust me. This is just how the crowd looked before the July Revolution. It only takes one crazed individual and the entire crowd will explode into a frenzy.
Hey, it's you.
Friar, it's good to see you again.
No time for pleasantries, Inspector. You're needed urgently on the Place de la Concorde.
Me? Why not ask one of the officers on active guard duty?
No time to explain. Any minute now. Ah, you hear the gunshot. It's already begun. Come on, Inspector, we must make haste.
Inspector, I really don't think you should be trusting this friar. He's a two-faced wolf.
Friar Ramus has provided me with reliable information in the past. I trust his judgment.
But Inspector...
This isn't up for discussion, Sparrowson. I have a duty to uphold. Stay put. I'll be back in no time at all.
But... What should I do now? A gunshot. It was nearby, too. So the friar was right. Violence really is inevitable. We haven't reached the stage yet, madame. I can't afford to take chances, not now. Piero, march the crowd to the Palace Royale and construct the barricade.
Yes, ma'am.
Fontaine, Falcon, we're going to find the source of this disturbance.
Okay, from here, Inspector. Hurry, hurry.
I ain't moving as fast as these old legs will. Mind you, a body! This woman must have been the target of the gunshot we just heard, but I don't see a shooter.
I think the gunshot came from over here. Oh, Inspector!
Falcon! Well, I should have known that Viridian Killer would have a part in this.
Inspector, I'm not... What do we have here? A filthy cop and a dead girl.
Damn, thank goodness you're here. I saw the whole thing. This poor innocent mademoiselle was approaching the police line with her hands in the air. When all of a sudden this brute of a police inspector yelled, "Get back, you filthy rebel!" He threw his gun and shot the bird point blank through her heart.
What is this nonsense? What are you prattling on about, Friar?
Thank you for your input, Ramus. It hardly surprises me that a member of the police would be the one to cast the first stone. I think we're all being a little rash. Let's just take a breath, examine the situation, and, wait a moment. You were an eye patch. You wear an eye patch. You only have one eye, Inspector.
How observant.
Tell me, were you the policeman who killed the rat, Les Halles, too?
That's Charles, what are you talking about?
Two incidents of a one-eyed policeman gunning down an innocent victim. There is no way that is a coincidence. What we have here is a filthy, corrupt individual who takes pleasure in oppressing the common citizen. Am I right, Inspector?
I really shouldn't be surprised that a stupid rebel makes stupid assumptions and comes to stupid conclusions. Open your damn eyes, mademoiselle. I'm not the assailant here.
Don't call me mademoiselle, or stupid for that matter. Your guilt is plain to see. Given the circumstances, I ought to judge and execute you right here, right now.
Falcon, don't just stand there gawking. Vouch for me.
Madame, I know this man. His name is Inspector Volerty. He is ruthlessly law-abiding, so much so that I can't envision him shooting a man without just cause. Oh, shut up, Falcon. I'm done with your idealism. I listened to you, I took your words to heart about avoiding violence, and now a girl is dead. Well, I'm done taking chances. Ramus, help me escort this individual to Piero's barricade. I'll decide his fate there.
With pleasure, madame. Come along, Inspector.
Fontaine, Falcon, deal with the corpse. Meet us at the barricade when you're done. There's no way this was just the work of the police.
You know what, Falcon? I think you might be right. An isolated gunshot this far away from the police line? It doesn't make any sense at all. But that's rebellions for you. The messy affairs. Sometimes innocents get caught up in the crossfire and there's no reason for it.
Man, Fontaine, you were almost there. You were just so close. You were so close.
Well, there's no use dawdling. Help me get the corpse off the streets.
Not yet. I'm going to examine the body first.
Examine the body?
We agreed that this wasn't the work of the Inspector Volerty, right? Then there might be some clues on the corpse that point towards what happened.
An impromptu coroner's examination, huh? Alright, fine. You got 2 minutes. After that, we'll head into the barricade, whether you're done here or not.
Uh-oh. What's this mark? It almost looks like a handprint made in blood. Probably Mademoiselle's. I don't think so. It's the handprint of the left hand and the girl's left shoulder. No way a person could comfortably reach that spot in their own back.
I suppose so, but what if the handprint doesn't belong to the girl then? Who does it belong to?
The murderer. It has to be. Question on my mind is, why is the handprint made in blood? Did the murderer sully their hand on the girl's gunshot wound, or were they injured prior to the shooting? There's so much to uncover here, no time to thorough investigate. This is a bullet wound, right? What can we tell about Fontaine?
Well, it looked like the bullet took a fairly straight angle of entry through the mademoiselle's back. The shooter was probably standing right behind the victim.
What's the bullet size? You know its caliber?
Let me guess, you're hoping that the caliber of the bullet is different to the caliber of the inspector's gun. That would conveniently get that one-eyed police officer off the hook, wouldn't it? But I'm afraid I can't help you. I couldn't possibly know a bullet's caliber without having a good look at the bullet itself. And as you can plainly see, the bullet is 3 centimeters deep and flush.
Though you need to see the bullet itself. Do I still have my little thingy? I don't. Help me retrieve the bullet, Fontaine.
Retrieve? You mean dig it out?
I assume you have a little more experience in this area than I do.
Well, you're not wrong there. Fine, this will only take a moment.
I mean, we had the extractor.
Here you go, one used bullet. Looks like a standard lead rifle or pistol ball, but I'm afraid I can't tell you its caliber.
Why's that?
The bullet fragmented upon impact, monsieur. I gathered all the pieces, but I cannot assess its diameter with any accuracy. Still, I would guess it was 13 to 17 millimeters, so I couldn't be more specific.
That's an enormous help. Thank you, monsieur. It's a long shot, but maybe this girl is faking her injury. Just for the sake of thoroughness, I really ought to check for a pulse.
Right.
You just dug the bullet out of her? No, nothing. Everyone's been so fixated on who did this to the nobody stopped to ask who this girl was.
I don't know, monsieur. Given her clothes, she's probably just another working girl.
Just another?
I didn't mean to sound glib, but it's true. This is one of mademoiselle's among the thousands who live in Paris. Who was she? Where did she work? Will her family miss her? I don't know, but the long run, I don't think anybody will care.
I care. I can't afford not to. I don't know who this mademoiselle was, but I'm going to see to it that justice is brought about for her death. There's nothing else to look at, so I think we're good. I'm done here.
Very good. Let's move the body off the street, then we must hurry to the Palace Royale.
Rest in peace, mademoiselle. I'll see to it that justice is done.
Everything's going just as planned.
So, the bloody handprint was from him because he was still bleeding.
The Madame's probably fuming right now. She'll attack the Palace Royale. The Prime Minister will flee, and then...
Excuse me, monsieur.
What do you want? I'm busy.
Don't you recognize me, monsieur? I know that my disguises are a little more complex than yours, but I assumed you would recognize Prince Juan when you saw him.
You're Prince Juan!
We Lucianing right now. We're revving it up.
Indeed, and you're Judge Romulus, the corrupt wolf. I know what you did. You tried to assassinate the king. You shot the croque monsieur, and just moments ago I saw you murder a maiden at the Place de la Concorde. You truly are a vile individual, aren't you?
Yeah. As if you have any proof for any of that stuff. I'm out of here.
I also know that you're one half of the Viridian Killer.
On any other day, I would gut you where you stand, Fox, but as it happens, I'm a little busy today.
Oh, the Viridian Killer is too busy to kill me. Is that the truth, or is that bullet wound of yours starting to affect your prowess? You must have lost an awful lot of blood.
What do I do? What do I do? Oh, hello, Monsieur Volpez.
Ah, Sparrow-san, perfect timing.
What? Who now? Oh, you're that fledgling. I guess this is what they call being stuck between a rock and a hard place, huh?
Monsieur Sparrow-san, be a dear and help me restrain the Viridian Killer.
This guy? He's the Viridian Killer. He looks more like Judge Romulus to me.
Well, you'd be right about that, too.
Wow. So he's two scumbags in one. All right, then. Get down here. Yeah. Come on.
Yeah, mind the wound.
Quit your whining, Your Honor. Damn, Sparrow Son.
Very nice takedown, Monsieur Sparrow-san. Your CQC is amazing. You may want to check his pockets for weapons. He is something of a notorious killer after all.
Of course. Let's see what we got here. Aha, here we are.
Pistol. Probably the one used to kill the maiden, I suspect. What else can you find, Monsieur Sparrow-san?
This is an eye patch. Weird. What would this wolf want with an eye patch?
Oh no, this is bad. Very bad indeed.
I don't get it. What's wrong with an eye patch?
There's no time to explain. Mousy,
What is it, Monsieur Vulpes? What is it?
take this eye patch to JJ Falcon. If my fears are correct, he'll be somewhere around the Palace Royale right now. Tell him that it belongs to Ramus's brother. Hurry now.
Okay, right away.
I must go too. I need to find the other half of the Viridian Killer. Pair before something terrible happens.
Wait, Monsieur Vulpes, what am I supposed to do with this guy?
You have his gun, don't you? March that wolf to the nearest police station and collect your reward for capturing Judge Romulus.
What a strange day.
Get those kids off that train! Get those kids out of here! Outside the Palace Royale, the rebels have constructed a makeshift barricade out of the furniture, branches, rocks, and anything else they could find. From behind the wall, the rebels taunt the police and royal guards with chants.
Wow-wee-ha!
Just a bunch of kids took over. I'm growing impatient, pig. Confess your crime.
I have nothing to confess, you filthy rebel. You and all your rebel friends, however, should confess to 1,000 counts of treason and public disorder. I will see each and every one of you hanged from your flagrant disregard of the law.
Your stubborn attitude is disgusting. A few days ago, you were seen at Les Halles. Witnesses saw you murder a beggar in cold blood. Today, a friar has testified to seeing you murder a girl, again, completely unprovoked. I don't know why you continue to plead your innocence, but it doesn't matter. I don't need a confession to know that you're a killer. Madame Balmart, stop! The inspector didn't shoot the mademoiselle. Keep your beak closed, Falcon. I'm done listening to your suggestions. This policeman is as guilty as every other monster in our decrepit justice system. It's my duty to execute him.
Man, Falcon has uncovered some pretty convincing evidence. I would recommend that you hear him out.
Please, just give me 5 minutes. 5 minutes and I can convince you of this inspector's innocence. 5 minutes is precious in a time like this. I can't afford it. What if you're wrong? Are you willing to see another dead innocent? Thank you, madame.
Half my life saved by the Viridian Killer. How humiliating.
Quiet, pig. Your life is mine until I say otherwise. Okay, so first of all, let's recap of what Friar Ramus had to say. Wait, where's the friar? He's a key witness to this crime.
He scampered off as soon as he dropped the inspector off. Said he had some business to attend to.
Business?
That's a duck. Oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man, those barricades are looking pretty scary. But I mustn't fear, for I am a brave duck. I am a great officer Beak, handsome, intelligent, strong, truly a fearless hero who will be remembered for...
Well, officer.
Ah, you scared me, Monsieur, Monk.
Friar Ramus. Listen, officer, I have something of great importance to tell you. I was just passing by the rebel camp and I overheard a conversation.
Oh, that sounds good. Go on.
They said they were gonna launch an assault very soon, and when they do, they're gonna rain hellfire on the palace.
Oh no, it's just as I feared. What'll we do?
It's simple, officer. As soon as you hear the first gunshot, you need to retaliate. Hit them with everything you got. Every cannon, every rifle, every piece of artillery. Don't leave a single piece of the barricade remaining. That is the only way you can be sure to survive.
Total
My brain just farted.
Total annihilation. I like it. But Friar, I'm confused. Aren't you a Christian?
Yeah, so what?
I don't know. I just thought your idea doesn't seem very Christian-y.
I see. You think this is a moral issue. Let me tell you a secret, my Jewish duck friend. There is no God, no overarching morality or higher plane, no heaven to save the righteous or hell to punish the sinners. There's only you, your artillery, and 10,000 rebels who want to dine on Peking duck tonight. Understand?
That's an awful lot to take in.
Then let me simplify. It's you or them.
What's up, Fisher?
It's me or them. Uh-oh.
Forget about the Friar Falcon. We all remember what he had to say. Present your case based on what you can recall.
Okay, I will.
But you may want to wipe that mouse off your shoulder first.
Sorry, wipe what? Oh, it's you, Mousy.
Mind your Falcon, special delivery from Renard Vulpes.
Thank you, Mousy. What is this?
An iPad. It was found on Ramus's brother's clothing.
Ramus's brother? This is an iPad belonging to Judge Romulus? That's interesting. Where is Romulus?
There's no time, Monsieur. Just take it. I have to run, Monsieur, but you have to do your best. Monsieur Vulpes and Sparrow Son believe in you.
Sparrow Son? You've seen Sparrow Son? How is he?
There's no time. Good luck.
Are you quite done, Falcon?
Very much so. Let's begin this trial.
Uh-oh. Don't say that, Otter. They exist. They're real.
Alright, so let's remember what the Friar said.
The Mademoiselle was approaching the police line with her hands in the air when all of a sudden the brute of a police inspector yelled, "Get back, you filthy rebel," and drew his gun and shot the bird point blank through the chest. Okay. So the police line, I'm pretty sure, yeah.
The Friar said the girl was approaching the police line at the time of the shooting. Now, as I recall, the main police line was at the entrance to the Tuileries, at the Place de la Concorde. That's around where we were waiting. But this incident didn't occur there. It was a good 50, maybe 100 meters away.
So what?
So what? It's a severe discrepancy in the Friar's accounts of events.
Maybe there's a police line there, but it moved. Maybe the Friar was mistaken and he was just a single officer. Does it really matter?
Yes. Yes, it matters hugely. It impacts how we view the narrative of events.
How exactly? Elaborate.
Well, if I was just a single police officer, then it would be more private confrontation. Well, yeah.
Madame Beaumont scowls. Ah, fuck. Sorry, Falcon, I don't buy it. Innocent being killed by a policeman is an innocent being killed by a policeman. The Friar got some details wrong, but that overarching crime remains. We must stay focused on that. Another question about the police line. No. Point blank through the chest. Yeah, point blank through the chest. Through the chest, but it was from behind.
Friar Ramus claimed that the girl was shot point blank in the chest.
She was shot in the back.
The girl was clearly shot in the back.
I know, I remember seeing the bullet wound for myself.
That's quite a glaring inaccuracy in the wolf's testimony.
It is an inaccuracy, but it is an irrelevant inaccuracy. Does it really matter if the girl was shot in the front or the back? Either way, a girl died in this pig's hands. Damn, man, she is just rough. Alright, you've learned that the Friar lied about two things that I pointed out. Fuck it.
It does matter. If the girl was shot from the front, then this might indicate a police confrontation turned ugly. But if she was shot in the back, then what? This could indicate that someone targeted and assassinated her before she could even react. That doesn't paint the inspector in a particularly flattering light, Falcon. Madame, you're missing the point.
A shot to the back breaks the currently established narrative. This girl was targeted and murdered in a stealthy professional attack. Therefore, this was not an ordinary police confrontation. You've made an assumption, Falcon. No, Edgeworth is dead. You've assumed that just because the girl was shot in the back, she must have been stealthily killed. There are other possibilities. Perhaps the girl was scared by the police, started running away, and was shot in the back as she fled. The scenario isn't possible. If the girl were running away, then she would have been at least a couple of steps away from the killer at the time of the shooting, right? Right. But I know that the killer was standing right behind the victim. They were less than 1 meter apart when the gun was fired. They were standing that close. How could you possibly know that, Falcon? The handprint. We saw a bloodied handprint on the girl's shoulder. What do you make of that, madame? Well, I assume any bloody stain would belong to the victim. A mark made with the girl's dying last breath, perhaps? No, there was a print of a left hand on the girl's left shoulder, near her upper back. The angle and positioning of the print indicated that it could only have been caused by another person. That's why I'm certain that the killer was right behind the girl at the time of the attack. I see, that's quite a theory. But Falcon, you've left an important question unanswered. Why was the handprint bloody? The print was made with the victim's blood, yes, so it can't possibly have been made prior to the shooting. The killer must have wiped his hand on the girl's clothing after she had already died. And if that's the case, then any suggested scenario is still possible. The girl may have been running from the police when she was shot. No, I'm still trying to work out the details. But I know that the print was made prior to the shooting. Maybe the shooter was injured and his hand was already covered in blood. You talked big about breaking the established narrative, and now you present me with that baseless drivel? Well, where do we go from here? How does this handprint nonsense really affect the situation? Do you find something funny about the situation, Inspector? Yeah, see if his hands are bloody.
I do. This whole trial is patently absurd. It's an animal court through and through. But there was something particularly funny about that last exchange. You were both so focused on when and how this handprint was made that you missed...
Oh, he has no hands. He's got no fucking hands.
I don't have a left hand, you idiots. I couldn't have possibly left that mark.
Oh, I guess he has just no left hand. Oh, right, of course. Well, madame, what do you say to that? Maybe the handprint came from an accomplice, or maybe it had nothing to do with the incident, or... It feels good to see someone else speculating wildly for a change. Yeah, he's only got drumsticks. Okay, fine, I don't have a solid explanation. I must concede that it's possible, maybe even likely, that the person who left that mark was the murderer. Therefore, as much as it pains me to say it, I must concede that the inspector probably did not shoot the girl. Ah, so that's it. The inspector is off the hook. No, there's still the matter of the incident at Les Halles.
What incident is this? I know nothing about it.
Ha! As if you don't know. A beggar rat was shot and killed in Les Halles a few days ago. The attacker was described as a scowling police officer who wore an eye patch. Sound familiar to you? Go on, Falcon, explain the pig. Explain the pig out of this one. Until 5 minutes ago, I was at a loss. But I was recently presented with a piece of evidence that makes the answer all too clear. This was a false flag operation. False flag? Explain yourself, Falcon. Madame, what do you know about Ramus's twin brother, the man known as Romulus? Not much, only that he was forced to flee the country by our oppressive government around a month ago. That's a half-truth, madame. You see, it is correct that Romulus is being hunted by the police, but I've heard the suspicion that the wolf was lurking in Paris itself, although I never managed to find definite proof of this. Anyway, it turns out that my suspicion was well-founded. He was recently apprehended, I think. You think? I don't know the details, but it doesn't matter. What's important is that a reliable friend found this on Romulus's person just moments ago. An eye patch. Romulus has perfect vision. Why would he need something like this? There's only one plausible explanation. It is part of a disguise, something to conceal his identity, to make him appear as someone else. A disguise? You're saying that Romulus shot the beggar rat just to frame this police inspector? Exactly, madame. It's no coincidence that Friar Ramus happened to find the very same inspector just as another murder occurred today. So Ramus was in on it too. Two wolves working together to make this policeman look like a murderer. But why? Why would they do that? To rile you up, madame, to make you lust for violence. And if your actions today are anything to go by, I would say that they succeeded. Damn, I've been so stupid. How did I let myself get so misled by a couple of wolves? This trial is over. Go, Inspector, you're free.
It's about time.
You letting him walk, ma'am?
Of course, it would be criminal to confine an innocent man any longer than necessary, even if this man is a bitter, stubborn pig.
I'm a rooster. Falcon.
Yeah. Yes?
I don't understand you. You're stupid. You're reckless. You fought Beacon Talon for my freedom. I'm starting to suspect that you really aren't the Viridian killer at all.
It certainly took a long time to pass that fact through your sick skull. Inspector, if you're still hunting that villain, maybe you should speak with Renard Volpes when this is all over. I mean, I hear he's been doing some research into the Viridian killer. Maybe he knows something.
Maybe I will. But damn, it appears that your gang of rebel filth don't intend on assaulting the palace anytime soon. I'll relay that information to the artillerymen. Maybe we can keep a peaceful standoff going until this blows over.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
Oh, if you stay out of trouble.
So what happens now, ma'am?
We're going to continue our protest, peacefully. We're going to stand here chanting and shouting until the Prime Minister and the King both step down out of sheer humiliation. It might take days, weeks, but if we manage to change this country without one more person being harmed, then... Well, look who returned.
Madame, I just saw the police inspector strolling out of here unarmed. Why did you let him go?
That's simple, Ramus. We all had a discussion. And we came to the conclusion that I had been misled by a couple of wolves.
You know?
How many lies have you fed me, Friar? Just how much damage have you done to further your own goals? Did you help your brother kill the beggar rat in Les Halles? Did you watch the girl die by the Place de la Concorde? Now that I think about it, even the Croque Monsieur's death was surrounded by details that made little sense. I don't know what to think anymore.
You know that this guy's a scumbag at least, ma'am. I say shoot him.
Pierre's right. We won't judge you for killing this man, madame.
It's the least I deserve for my sins. Go ahead, madame. What are you waiting for? Pull the trigger. Do it.
Ah, could remember the first gunshot. And the artillery strike will begin. Falcon, you have proven yourself as having a clear judgment. What do you say? Let him live. Madame, you know what the right thing to do is. Show us what kind of leader you wish to be. You're right. I said that this will be a bloodless revolution, and I can't make any exceptions, not even for a monster like this wolf.
Wow, this is amazing. Completely unprecedented. You buckled all my expectations, avoided every temptation, and opted for an option that shouldn't even exist. Well done, madame. Well done, Falcon. You have demonstrated the power of pacifism in its purest form. But unfortunately for the both of you, I'm no pacifist.
Everyone, get down! Suicide. So, of course.
He shot himself in the head. What a loony.
Hardly surprised that the wolf would be too cowardly to face a real punishment. This isn't right. It's not the solution I wanted either, Falcon, but I can't say I mourn the friar's death. No, that's not what I meant. I meant that it doesn't make sense for him to kill himself so abruptly. And that comment of his was almost like, I think we need to get out of here, all of us, right now! Falcon, what are you talking about?
Oh, that was a gunshot. Really close, too. I can't afford to hesitate. It's me or them.
Officer, hold your fire!
No, I can't afford to take chances. It's me or them.
Don't do it!
It's me or them. Fire every cannon.
Damn. I thought they were going to wrap it up in a neat little bow, but I guess not. Can anyone hear me? Piero, Fontaine. Hello? Anyone? I'm here, madame. Falcon? Of all the people, I think I made a mistake, Falcon. Where did I go wrong? Was it when I lost my temper over seeing that dead girl? Or was it earlier when I shot that prosecutor? Or was it earlier still when I first listened to that monstrous friar in the first place? It's not the bad ending, it's just an ending. It could be a really good quote-unquote bad ending. I've made a lot of mistakes. We've all made mistakes, madame. Most people's mistakes don't spark bloody revolutions. Can you move, madame? It's more of a it's medium rare. I don't think so. I still remember when I was doing Detroit Become Human, people were pissed off at me of the ending that I got, but everyone else was like, no, I've never seen this. This is great. Hey, give me a minute. I think I can clear some of this trouble. Oh my god, I just remembered. What was her name? Kara? She got sucker punched at the bus stop. It took her. That was so unexpected. Now that was writing. Just deleted that whole storyline. This is what made that playthrough so quick.
Dear Monsieur Volpes, I'm writing you from the Daimyo Railway Express. Modern technology truly is amazing.
See, Sparrow's son made it out. It's a good ending.
I've decided to take your advice and have gone on vacation until things settle down. The king fleeing to Britain, the Second Republic taking over, it's all crazy stuff. Anyway, before I left, you asked if I knew what happened to Falcon. Well, I got my hands on a copy of the official police report, and it says that Falcon died during the attack on the barricade. But it also says that the police didn't find a body. Same as Leonie Baumart. Baumart. Weird, huh? Rumor is that he was probably blown away by the cannon fire, but that doesn't sound right to me. The Falcon I knew was tough and intuitive. I think he found a way to escape and survive. So in my opinion, he's still out there. It's possible, isn't it? Anyway, I should wrap this letter up because I'm about to reach my stop, Vienna. I'll let you know how Mademoiselle Signy and her parents are doing. Maybe you should come pay a visit sometime. Send my regards to Mousy. Yours sincerely, Sparrowson. Yes, I see a person selling...
What the fuck is that?
strudel. What is it? PPS. Delicious, that's what.
See, it was a good ending. Sparrow's son got strudel. You have reached the end of Route C. Fraternite. The ending you received was determined by the decisions you made in Chapter 3. Try tackling the trial in the catacombs differently in order to see a different ending. Thank you for playing Aviary Attorney. Wow, thanks! Alright, let's see what we got. Yeah, sure, Marby. Oh, look at that. Yeah, it would be right here, right? January 24th. If you got like a little guide, I'll blaze through it till we get to case 4A or case 4B. Just run away when you first run into... Alright, hang on. Thank you, thank you. There's no skipping. Alright, so we're starting this off right. Let me snag. That is, I missed Game Facts, where they had their little notepad drawings in the front. Alright, so let's see here. Let's do 003C. Sleeping City. Alright, so do I have my money still? Yeah. Alright, so now we need... Oh yeah, the croque monsieur. Some delicious sandwiches. So we know all this. I really wish there was a, maybe there's like something in the options. Nope. Oh, text speed. There we go, that's a little better. Alright, so we first got to go to R&M. Have Croak, or have Volpez investigate Croak.
Falcon, how you doing?
I can read really fast.
Franks, 30 of them, please.
Oop. Alright. So we got that done. While you're waiting, go to Le Canard and visit the drinking floor. Ask about the croque monsieur, then ask about Fontaine's weapon. Okay. Damn, I was that close. I was hesitant. No, Falcon. Bad Falcon. No drinking. It was literally just ask these guys about the croque monsieur, who we know is working for him, but you know. All right. Monsieurs, have you heard of a man called? Falcon, wait. There's a slight chance these guys might be rebels, right? So if we ask directly, they might get scared off. Good point. I'll try to keep it subtle. Let's see. Aha. Monsieur, I see you're carrying a rifle.
Evidently.
Who manufactured it?
Good question. You see, most hunters around here are carrying old French Charleville's, but this beauty's something special. See, it's an American from the Springfield Armory, model 1812, percussion lock firing mechanism.
An American musket, you say? That's certainly quite special. It must have been hard to procure.
It's true that you can't buy guns of this quality from a standard street seller, but if you know the right people...
Please go on.
Well... Okay, listen carefully. You didn't hear it from me, but to meet the crook, monsieur... Actually, it would be foolish for me to explain in public. It would be much easier if you just take this.
The Book of Judges. What is this, some sort of law book?
The book's subject is not important, just take it.
Oh, I see. It's the Book of Judges from the Bible. Old Testament stories of God smiting people and stuff. I appreciate the gift, monsieur, but I'm not religious.
Nor am I.
Then why are you...
Just take it, you idiot! Bible books are what we use to pass around them code phrases, don't we?
Code phrases?
Pierre, please. I'm trying to be low-key and I can't do it if you're just mouthing off with that big beak of yours.
Alright, you are.
Try to forget what my friend said. Just with a little searching and with the contents of that good book, you should be able to get what you desire.
Is that a religious metaphor?
No, monsieur, I'm being very literal.
Well, thank you very much for the gift, monsieur. But, to be honest, I have no idea how this is supposed to lead me to our gun salesman.
Oh, I see. Well, I hear that there's an excellent friar who performs Bible readings at Notre Dame Cathedral. Perhaps if you show the man your new book, he'll be able to find you a particularly spiritual passage.
Are you sure that this isn't a religious metaphor? I feel like you're trying to convert me.
I assure you, I'm a secular as they come, monsieur.
Friar at Notre Dame Cathedral. Thank you, monsieur. I'll make a note of it.
Well, is there something else you wanted?
Nope, that's all. Thank you for your assistance, messieurs.
It's nothing. Get out of here already.
You two seem like decent folks. You shouldn't get involved in this rebellion business. Just do whatever you need to do with the cook, monsieur. Get out of Paris. That's what a smart person would do.
I appreciate the advice, monsieur. Don't look. 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 No, just... It's a guarantee. It's a guarantee! What did I tell you? What are you fucking... I don't want to talk about it. I told you not to watch. Falcon and Sparrowson step into the grand atrium of the Notre Dame Cathedral. Scaffolding lines much of the crumbling outer walls unperturbed. A handful of devotees are silently kneeling in thought. Here for a little prayer, are we, Falcon? I had no idea you were the religious type. Don't be silly. I'm following up on Fontaine's lead. We must find our mystery friar. Do you think it's that hunched-over fellow over there? I bet it's him. He looks super suspicious. It could be. Let's show some tact. Excuse me, Monsieur Friar! Do you know what tact is, Sparrowson?
Welcome, my brothers, welcome. All are welcome under the roof of the house of God. Are you here to confess your sins, or perhaps you wish to join in our services?
Actually, Friar, we're here because... Falcon! That friar, he looks eerily familiar. He does look familiar. Now that you mention it, he does look a little like the guy who delivers our post, doesn't he? What? No, that's not what I meant. Now does he look anything like our postman? Am I going mad?
Your friend appears to be upset.
Don't mind him. He's just in a huff because he thinks you look like the judge we once met.
Judge Romulus. I get that all the time. I'm his twin brother, you see.
Oh, good. I'm not going mad.
Friar, would you say that you had a good relationship with Romulus?
We were close, but as you may have heard, he got into trouble with the law recently. I haven't seen him in weeks.
I see. I didn't mean to be pry.
It's no trouble, but tell me, why are you here, my brothers?
Oh, right. Well, we had a couple of questions. Take a look at this. Friar, we have something we would like to show you. Could you take a look at this? We heard that you could give special passage readings.
Ah, I see. You have your own copy of the Book of Judges. I think you'll find chapter 15, verse 2 to be particularly enlightening.
Let's see, chapter 15, verse 2.
This chapter follows the journey of Samson, the heroic judge with divine strength. In this part of the scripture, Samson is confronted by the men who is angered by Samson's notion of justice. But at least, could you read the passage?
Okay. 3,000 men of Judah went to the top of the rock Etna. They said to Samson, Knowest thou not that the Philistines are rulers over us? What is this that thou hast done unto us? And Samson said unto them, As they did unto me, so I have done unto them.
As they did unto me, so have I done unto them. A beautiful sentence, wouldn't you agree?
Poetic. Yeah. It's poetic. A beautiful summation of justice.
You understand the passage. That's delightful to hear. Yeah, Samson was a great judge. Not a judge of today who sits in a high chair and files endless paperwork, but an old judge, a holy judge, a shafet.
What the hell's a shafet? Shafet. A judge. Oh. An ad hoc leader in the ancient Israel. Alright, just an ancient judge.
Shafets. Shafets were to be admired and feared. They made their own judgment and dispensed their own punishments. No, I'm starting to ramble, aren't I? Okay, let's get back to the point. The key word of the day is Etam. That's the name of the cave where Samson hid, the rock of Etam.
Etam, got it. I'll make that note.
It's like a backwards mate, but I'm confused. What do we do with this key word?
That is for you to learn on your own, my brothers. You appear to be intelligent. I am sure that if you put your faith in the right people, you can uncover the truth.
We'll see what we can do.
Anything else I can help you with today? Perhaps you wish to make a confession.
What's with the scaffolding?
What's with all the scaffolding? Is some sort of construction work going on?
That's right, a little repair, a little renovation. It's no secret that the cathedral has been seeing better days. The cult of reason did a lot of damage back in the day of the revolution. But now we're well on our way to restoring this holy place to its former glory.
The cult of reason, the religion of Christianity. Hey Falcon, what's the difference between a religion and a cult?
Don't be rude, Sparrowson.
Don't worry, my brother. I understand how it is. To a young person, all ideologies look like gobbledygook in different packaging, don't they?
Pretty much.
Then maybe you'll come to learn the difference as you grow up. I promise some ideologies are worth following to the very end. But let's not talk any more about cults and ideologies. Do you want anything else?
I think we're done here. Thank you for your time. Excuse me.
Go in peace, my brothers.
Alright, so now we can go back to R&M. We got where he's gonna end up.
And I think we know what the password is. We do. Come on, Falcon, don't be a bird brain.
I shan't delay you two any longer. I'm sure you have a lot of investigative work to do.
That we do. Thanks for the help, Monsieur Vulpes.
Okay, Friday, February 4th.
Yeah.
So it says, let's see here. Let's see. So it says, so no, it looks like we just gotta wait until February 4th. It says, give him the password and ask about the rebels. Cocorico shows up at the wrong moment. Then the croc runs away. Okay, so we need to get the extractor, so we got to do the hospital bill. So let me just double check to make sure it's all right. The way the calendar works out, the only day you can meet with the Croque Monsieur is on Friday, February 4th. Yep, okay. So let's go to... I did get chocolate. I think that's one way. Sal, you fool! Why did you do that? How could you? Alright, let's go to the, this place. Gotta do the, we gotta get the extractor. Boop-a-doop-a-doo. I will stop the, I will stop it. So there's actually two spots I can use the chocolates at. I can actually get the chocolate now and give it to our fisherman bird. Let's see here. Where is chocolate? Chocolate, 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 chocolate. Yep. I need chocolate. Take him, take him, take him, take him, take him, take him, take him! Yeah, these only cost 5 francs. It doesn't say where I can get a copper pot, like, for cheap. I guess that's the only spot, is the Les Halles. He's gonna lose it. I love it when he does that little jump around. Ponte Art. We give our bird friend here.
Well, 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 rude warriors.
Here's your 2 francs. As a fishing. I have bait. Here you go.
Wow, these are fancy chocolates. Wow, yeah, this definitely would work. Alright, I'll just take the chocolates off your hands. And I'll give you my fishing line. And the deal is made. Wait, hold on. Now I have fishing bait, but no fishing line. I did not think this deal through. Oh, well.
All right. February 3rd, so we can go to Les Halls now, get the copper pot. Opinion on French? A lot of revolutions, apparently. Alright, we'll take it. Here's your money. Alright, we're done with that. And now we go to the Croc. Croc Monsieur. Is that him? It must be. Excuse me, Monsieur.
I don't recognize you fellas. What's the password?
The password, Dagon, Zora, Etam. Etam.
Oh, I took you fellas for Burn Bright cops, but you actually know the secret password. What do you want?
Well, let's start with introductions. You are the Croc Monsieur, are you not?
That is the Croc Monsieur to you. Mon Dieu, you people always get the pronunciation wrong.
I'm not really hearing the difference.
In any case, Monsieur Croc Monsieur, my name is,
Don't tell me, idiot. Bringing up names can mess up an entire meeting. Why do you think I use an alias? Just tell me what you want. Drugs? Guns? Explosives? Slaves? Come on, I don't have all day.
Well, to be honest, what I really want is...
Let's see, I'm sure it's just information that we need to get. Yeah.
I know you've been supplying weapons to a rebel group. I want to know everything. Who are they? Where are they meeting? What they bought from you?
If I sold out my customers, it wouldn't be very good for my reputation now, would it?
I suppose that's true.
Just kidding. Money beats integrity any day. Pay me 500 francs, I'll give you the dirt.
500 francs for the information? That seems a little steep.
Steep? This intel is probably worth 50,000 francs to the Parisian police. I'm giving you a bargain. Listen, you pay me the full 500 right now and I'll tell you exactly where and when and where you can find the rebels.
Do you take checks?
Do you take checks?
Very funny. And no, I don't take pocket lint either. It's cold, hard Napoleons only.
Well.
Saint Merd, it's the fuzz. Cheese it.
Wait, what? Monsieur Croc Monsieur, come back!
Never fear, Falcon. I'll tell the dastardly fellow.
Don't get too close, Sparrowson. The crocodile's got a gun.
What's all this ruckus? Playing cops and robbers, are we, JJ?
Are you blind, Severin? That was the Croc Monsieur. We were on the crux of extracting some vital information about the rebels, but your smug entrance just ruined everything.
That was a croc, monsieur? I never would have guessed.
You don't sound very concerned.
Oh, don't get me wrong. I'm quite impressed that you managed to track down such an elusive criminal. But I have something much more pressing that I need to discuss with you.
More pressing than finding the rebels?
Perhaps. JJ, I want you to answer the question sincerely and honestly. Did you go by a different name prior to enrolling at the Paris Law School?
Well, what does that have to do with the rebel investigation? Or to do with anything, for that matter?
I would appreciate it if you just answered the question, JJ. I need to hear it from your own beak. Have you ever gone by a different name?
think it's a yes. I don't deny it. A man has a right to change his name.
Indeed, a man does have the right. But why would a man do such a thing?
I don't appreciate your accusatory tone. You sound just like Inspector Volerty. Wait, that's it, isn't it? The inspector ordered you to dig up some dirt on me, didn't he? Answer me, Severin. What is going on? What did Inspector Volte say?
Man, that croc can run.
It appears that you two are making solid progress with your investigation into the rebel group. Now be sure to let the inspector know.
Where are you going? We haven't finished our discussion, Severin.
We have. I've learned what I came here to find out. Good day, JJ. Good day, Sparrowson.
What is that all about?
Doesn't matter. Severin's just poking his beak where it doesn't belong.
Hey,
A nosy blighter.
So tell me about your little adventure, Sparrowson. You lost the croc, monsieur, I take it?
Yeah. He looks like a stumpy reptile, but he ran like a gazelle. I lost him in no time at all.
Ugh. I see. Well, the croc monsieur's lead is gone. Our investigation has reached a dead end.
Not entirely. He dropped something during the chase.
He dropped something? What exactly?
I'll show you. Follow me.
I think you need to do more exercise, Sparrowson.
Don't judge me. Ow. Ow. Ow.
Mon Dieu, what is it now? Muscle cramp?
No, my foot's hurting. I think I got something in my shoe.
Well, grit your beak and bear it. This is around where you saw the crocodile drop something, right?
Yeah, somewhere around here.
Then let's put up our investigation hats and find whatever it is. Noah's Bar, all animals are welcome. Except mosquitoes. You bloodsuckers can go get your fix someplace else.
Noah feels pretty strongly about mosquitoes, huh?
Well, he has a point. I'm not saying all mosquitoes are bloodsuckers, but...
Whoa, Falcon! Keep it classy.
I'm just stating facts. Whoa, dude! The mosquitoes are sentient in this universe. Does that street lamp look broken to you?
Yeah, I think all the lamps on this street have been vandalized. The ground is covered in glass from the broken panes. Oh! That explains why my foot is hurting.
It does?
There's glass in the sole of my shoe. I must have trodden on some shards while chasing after the croc monsieur. Oh no, my good shoes are ruined!
Well, I wouldn't say good. You paid 20 cents for them.
File this away in the evidence folder.
You want me to file away the broken glass?
Yes. I'm filing an official formal complaint to the government. Their faulty street lamps have ruined my shoes and I am owed compensation.
I think the government officials have better things to do than worry about your 20-cent shoes, Sparrowson.
Well, just see about that.
Uh-huh. Are you satisfied? We have real evidence to find.
That was some good evidence that we dug up right there.
I see hanging bushels of onion.
Bushels? That can't be right. It's sprigs. Sprigs of onion.
How about a bundle of onions? That's pretty neutral.
Confederacies of onions?
Okay, we're done.
Flocks of onions?
We're done. The sign is difficult to read. The paint is faded. Trottle fruitier? Trottle fruitial?
Tickly scootier?
There's no way it says that. You just made up those words.
All words are made up, Falcon.
Oh, good old Sparrowson. An empty cot. Somebody has scrawled the word Descartes on it. The owner's name, perhaps?
I don't think so, Falcon. See the graffiti on the wall behind you?
This wall.
Somebody thinks this funny.
Descartes.
What a good joke. I clap my thighs together with laughter.
Yeah, this is the thing that Croc Monsieur dropped. It's a list. 40 muskets, 20 pistols, gunpowder, 3,000 musket balls to be delivered to the sleeping city. This is an invoice. I don't see any names on here, but given the contents and quantities, the goods are probably intended for the rebels. Excellent find, Sparrowson.
There was nothing.
But the sleeping city, where could that be?
Well, it's a city that sleeps a lot, so somewhere in Spain would be my guess.
Damn, Sparrow! I'm pretty sure that's the location, is not a literal city. For one thing, we already know the city where the rebels are gathering. It's right here in Paris. The sleeping city is a code phrase, like a riddle.
A riddle, huh?
Well, I'm stumped, and hmming is getting us nowhere. We must find someone who can solve it. We need a person who is knowledgeable about all manner of riddles and puzzles.
A know-it-all, huh?
Precisely. In the meantime, I'll file this away for safekeeping. Do you think the Croc dropped anything else?
Nope.
I think we're done here.
Okay, I guess we can always come back if we think we've forgotten something.
Wow! We got evidence now! La Leone. Yep, we saw this. Alright. And then we go to... We go to the art, the inventor. Gives you the device which finds and extracts bullets. Okay. Now we can go to the Louvre. I've read the surgery text.
Excuse me, madame, do you have a moment to talk about the Cult of Reason?
Peddle your pyramid scheme to someone else, bud. I got a kid to feed.
Madame, it's not a pyramid scheme, but madame, take a leaflet at least. What about you, monsieur? Would you like to learn about glorious teachings of Jacques Sabert?
A cult, is it? Not today, monsieur. I've already been in my fair share of cults.
Yeah, this cult is different.
A member of the Cult of Reason, huh? Strange, I thought the cult died out way back in the old revolution.
Hey, Falcon, that person.
He looks like a run-of-the-mill cultist.
I can see that, but doesn't his face look familiar to you?
He looks like our postman. He does look familiar. Actually, the resemblance is uncanny. Shall we get to his attention? Uh-oh, he spotted us. Wait, monsieur! We would like a quick word.
Come back. Teach us about the wonders of the Cult of Reason.
He's gone.
So I'm not going crazy, right? That guy was splitting image of Judge Romulus, wasn't he?
I can't deny the similarity. Then again, there are plenty of wolves in Paris. Maybe there's no link at all. Either way, we have an investigation to conduct. Let's focus on that.
Right. Where to first?
Let's see. Who to question?
Oh dear. It's these guys again. Keep it together, Eric. Maybe they won't recognize you.
Excuse me, monsieur. It's us. The Philistines, remember?
Were they talking to me? Yep, definitely talking to me. Okay, deep breaths, Eric. Hi.
I have a couple questions if it's no trouble.
Oh, it's no trouble. No trouble at all.
Did you see the cultist outside?
The cultist? You mean the cult of reason, fella? Oh, yeah, he accosted me a few days ago. We chatted for a while, not by choice, of course, but because I didn't know how to get out of the conversation. It got a little out of hand. He insisted that I take a pamphlet.
Let's have a look at this Be Your Own God, an introductory guide to the Cult of Reason by Jacques Hebert.
He even added his own signature. See at the bottom there, right there.
To my newest best bud, Eric. Happy reading. Best wishes, Sylvius. Green ink, too. What a fiendish color choice. The Viridian Kid. Oh, he likes the color green! Ah!
That guy was such a slime ball. We aren't even close to best as buddies.
At least we know the cultist's name, Sylvius. Do you mind if we keep this pamphlet, monsieur?
Be my guest. I don't want it.
I know, they are dumbasses for naming themselves the Viridian Killers and using green all the time. Pff, fucking idiots.
Do you want something else?
Do you know anything about an uprising?
An uprising?
You know, people getting angry, being violent, overthrowing the government, stuff like that.
Goodness, no. I don't know anything about that sort of thing.
Never mind then. Who would choose green? I know, right? Gross.
No trouble at all.
I think that's it for here. Look at all this evidence we now have. Let's see here. Yep. And then we got the extractor. Yep. Yeah, got the Explorer extractor, the broken street lamp, the fountain pen, and the signed cult guide. I don't have a fountain pen. Where's that at? Ah. Alright, I see where. Let's see. Okay, so we gotta go to... I got it now. Gotta get out of here. Hey, Falcon, isn't that our old friend?
You! You promised to get my sentence reduced. What happened with that? Why am I still stuck doing mule work, huh?
Oh, well... We've been a little distracted. We had this messy case, and now we're investigating stuff. But I guess we can fit in some time to see the judge.
Oh, my dew! Forget it! I only got another week to go, and then I'm done with this dumb job. So what do you want? I haven't found any interesting bits of paper today, if that's what you're hoping for.
Actually, we just wanted to ask a couple questions if you have a moment.
I have a moment, just to unwind.
Did you see that cultist in the plastic carousel?
Yeah, he's been hanging around all week. Today he tried to hand me a leaflet, so I told him where to put it.
And where would that be?
What?
Where did you tell him to put the leaflet? Oh, I see. Never mind. Monsieur Rubinho, what would you know about that guy? What's his story?
His story? How should I know? He's just a cultist loser. The Louvre attracts these types of crazies all the time.
I see.
You two want something else?
Monsieur Rubinho, do you know about an uprising?
You mean like a rebellion? Yeah, I heard rumors. There are a lot of uneasy people in Paris.
What kind of rumors?
Ain't nothing specific, just that there's a group planning to form a huge protest before the end of February. Some say it might go violent. If you were wise, I would probably fly out of the city as soon as possible.
So people say, do you plan on leaving?
I couldn't if I wanted to. No thanks to you guys. But in any case, I'm sticking around for the photograph opportunities. Wartime photography. Imagine the possibilities.
Sounds like a good way to get hit by a stray bullet.
I guess, but all the danger just means that it'll pay really well. I've thought this plan through.
Evidently.
Anyway, you want something else?
That's all. We'll let you get back to your work, monsieur. Let's get out of here. Back in the old Salle de Tibre. I still don't see anybody around to interview. Yeah, I can't imagine this room being of any use to us, unless we need any priceless Roman artifacts, of course. Are we all done here? Yep. Okay.
I got it. No problem. We go to the library. We learn about the sleeping city.
Do you think Nathan likes riddles? Of course, all librarians like riddles. Seems like a bit of a stereotype, that's all I'm saying. Stereotypes or not, we have to hope it's true. That boffin is our best chance to get to the bottom of this. Time to put our polite faces on. He's here now. Nathan. Good day, Dromio and Dromio. Why, good day, monsieur. It's a pleasure to see you again on this fine day. Tell me, kind monsieur, do you like riddles?
Of course. Here's one for your messieurs. What is 2 mouths and 4 ears, yet talks twice as much as it listens? It's you! You! Messieurs, you! You come in here yammering and yelling, never stopping to close your beaks for 1 minute.
Oh, very good, monsieur. Laugh, Sparrow son. We need to get into good books. What was that?
Sorry, I can't fake laugh.
Oh, my dear.
Stop this farce. You messieurs obviously have some inane riddle that you want solving, so let's hear it. Go on, spit it out.
Oh, right. Well, if we were to say that there's a place called the Sleeping City in Paris, where would that be?
That's a new one, the Sleeping City. I got it.
Really?
Of course, the riddle was trivially easy. There are plenty of locations that can only be called a sleeping city, but only one place earns the title in Paris.
Yeah, and where would that be?
We know the answer, of course, obviously. We're just fact-checking to make sure that you got it right.
Think it through, messieurs. What kind of city is only inhabited by those who sleep all day and night?
Oh, I got it. Spain.
Sparrow, son! Don't be daft, Sparrow, son. Spain isn't a city, but perhaps the monsieur is referring to the capital of Spain, Madrid. Nice, sleepy place.
Are you two remarkably dense, aren't you? Sleep is a metaphor. Actually, it's one of the oldest and most powerful metaphors in the history of literature. It symbolizes death itself. The sleeping city obviously refers to the city of the dead, a necropolis. Think, messieurs, think. Use your puny avian brains. Do we have any necropolises in Paris?
Of course, the catacombs. The winding tunnels of the dead that lie beneath our very feet.
Very good, monsieur. That's the first semi-intelligent thing you have managed to say all day. You have more questions, don't you?
Oh, yeah. Tell us about the catacombs. Can you give us a brief rundown on the history of the catacombs?
The cemeteries of Paris were overflowing by the end of the last century. It was a mess from what I hear. Excuse me. To create space, King Louis XVI ordered for old skeletons to be excavated and put into the unused mine tunnels that lie underneath the city. So, with a little renovation and many years of hard work, the mines were successfully turned into a subterranean mausoleum.
So what? It's basically a grave for a few thousand skeletons?
Millions, more like. Don't underestimate the size of the tunnels, messieurs.
I know that the bourgeois like to tour the catacombs, don't they?
Correct. It was quite the bourgeoisie tourist hotspot some 20 years ago. But if you were hoping to pay a visit, you're too late. The church had all the entrances sealed shut fairly recently.
Why would the church do that?
Believe it or not, they consider the turning of a mausoleum into a tourist attraction to be in poor taste.
Oh, right.
They shut down all the entrances, really? Surely there must be 1 or 2 left untouched.
If there is such an entrance, it is not of public knowledge.
I see. I think we're done here for now. Thank you for your time.
Good day.
If the sleeping city really is the Paris catacombs, then there must be some way to get in.
The underground tunnel network would probably be connected to the city sewers, right? We just need to find the right manhole and boom, we're in spooky, scary skeleton town.
That's a good idea. Maybe it connects to the sign. Perhaps some swimming is in order.
You two dungeons are going to get yourself killed. If you really wish to visit the catacombs, you'd be best off asking those responsible for the closures.
The dead people?
The church! The church would know if an unshielded entrance still exists.
All right.
No, ask the dead people. Here we go. Oh.
But before I forget, here's your pen back. I borrowed it. Again? What happened to yours?
I lost it.
So careless.
Don't sweat the petty things, brother. Let's focus on removing the obstacles that stand in the way of our father's dream.
Right. I think like the annoying little bird who's been poking his beak into our business. He's dangerously close to uncovering our secret.
You want me to take care of him?
It would be in our interest. I have a trap in mind, but... Someone's coming, go hide! My brothers have returned. What can I do for you today? A confession, perhaps?
Actually, Friar, we're here for information. We want to learn about the catacombs that lie under Paris.
The catacombs? You don't want to go there, my brother. It's a wretched and haunted place.
I'm sure it is, but we know that the church was responsible for having the entrances sealed shut.
So we figured that maybe there's a super secret friar-only entrance that only you know about.
Secret entrance? That's an interesting one. You know, you two are not the first birds to have asked about it.
We aren't?
Yeah, a cockerel paid a visit today.
Perfect posture and snooty for one-eyed and scowling.
The first, a prosecutor. I think he said he was... Anyway, I tell you the same thing I told him. If you venture into the catacombs, you will not return. Understood?
Not really.
Not really. You didn't tell us how to get into the catacombs at all.
Nor will I tell you, my brother. Take the hint. You have no business there. Now, if you two will excuse me, I have a sermon to prepare. Be on your way.
Damn. Another dead end. Maybe it's time to wrap this up. We can go tell Inspector what we found and call it a day.
Don't quit just yet. I managed to take something from the friar's pockets when he gave us little warning.
Seriously, again? This is becoming something of a bad habit for you. Well, go on. Let's see what you pilfered.
This.
You found this pen in the friar's robes?
Yup.
Interesting. Actually, this is more than interesting. This is amazing. This is the exact same pen that Judge Romulus uses. It even contains the same green ink.
You think it's exactly the same pen, or do you think Romulus and Remus just have matching set?
I honestly don't know. But I do know that this may come in handy. I'm going to keep hold of it. We're still at a dead end, though. My gut tells me that the friar is hiding something, but I can't get him to cough it up.
It's not like we can beat information out of him. Let's just go do other stuff, and maybe we'll stumble across some more clues.
Maybe you're right. Let's go. Aha. Wow, that's really tight. You got to do everything perfectly to get all the evidence. You have to do everything perfectly. That is very tight. True, you could skip the chocolate. Alright, we got all this done. Let's see here. Get the clues. You can get the copper pot from the museum. Oh, okay. That's what Sparrowson was talking about when he said he saw one of those before. I swear I've seen that before. No, we're not stealing a pot because I already bought a pot. All right. All right. Here's my fist.
Ah, hey, what are you doing?
Monsieur, perhaps I wasn't clear. I am on short on both time and patience. Are you going to tell us pass, or do we have to beat you until you are unable to stop us?
Ah, jeez, no need to get violent, big guy. You can pass. The door's right behind me. Go on.
That's the door to the catacombs. It's that simple?
Yes, that's simple. What were you expecting? A hidden bookcase or something? Go on, go look. What idiots. They're walking straight into a pitch black maze without even a torch. I wonder will they get lost or starve, or will they find the crazy lion girl and get shot?
Well, even then, I was nowhere near this amount of evidence, or even close to figuring out any of these pieces of evidence. We went that way, and then we go to the light path, and ta-da. Let's get to this case. Nope, not yet. Alright, I'm going in. I'm coming too. No, I need you to get out of here. Go find the police, royal guard, anyone. I'll stall for time. I'll go get help. And we're still here. Yeah, we've done all this except for when we start to... I don't think this works. Pierre, we've only met a couple on occasion, but you seem like a good person.
You what, mate? You don't know that? You don't know the first thing about me.
Well, regardless, surely you see something wrong with executing a man without a trial.
Yeah, we need a better France. We're all twins equals. Blood's gotta be spilled to do that.
Do you see, Falcon? The man's death is inevitable. For the good of France and in the name of justice, he must be killed.
Ugh. Justice. There's that word again.
Madame, I won't presume to know who you are or what you stand for. I don't presume to know who you are or what you stand for, but shooting this man right now would not bring you justice. It would only serve to satisfy your desire for revenge. Justice, revenge, what's the difference? Okay. So I could just stay silent, and that would put you into an ending. Okay. So that's where it offshoots, is if you stay silent right there, and that'll put you into an ending. Got it. All right. So let's get through this trial.
Space.
That's the terrible ending. Alright.
Plans from Stardew Valley.
Yep, blah, 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 blah. Alright, here we go. don't need to read. It's not as plain as day. So it's... Yeah, plain as day. We have evidence that it's not. You claim that you saw the incident as plain as day.
Yep, plain as day.
Crime occurred at night. Piero, I'd like to remind you that this crime occurred around midnight in February on an overcast, moonless night in an unlit alley.
What's the point?
Would have been too dark, so dark that you could not possibly have correctly identified the people involved.
Hey, I swear I saw what I saw.
Hold on, Falcon, you slipped up. You say the alley was unlit, but I distinctly recall there being lanterns over Rue de Marmoset.
Yeah, that's right. We live in La Via Lumiere. That's a gas lamp on every street.
You're right, Madame Belmont. There are street lanterns over Rue de Marmoset, but that wouldn't have been any good. The street lamps over Rue de Marmoset were broken. They're completely non-functional. As proof, I present the glass shards that line the alleyway. These shards originate from the panes of broken lamps.
And I've still got the holes in the soles of my shoe. Double proof.
Those glass shards could have come from anywhere. You could send one of your underlings to see the broken lamps for themselves if you want. And waste more time? I think not. This sounds like a stalling tactic.
Excuse me, Madame Belmont. I don't remember whether the street lamps were or were not broken, but I do remember that we had to use a torch to light up the scene.
Hey, whose side are you on?
I'm just saying, Falcon might be right. It was particularly dark, so it's possible that there weren't any lit street lamps.
Are you saying I'm a liar? I thought we were buddies.
Stop quibbling, both of you. Maybe the lamps were broken, maybe they weren't. It doesn't matter. I know that Piero's testimony is accurate because I personally saw the rooster at the crime scene 1 minute after Piero died. 1 minute? That's plenty of time for the real murderer to escape and for a passerby to stumble upon the scene, is it not? You must acknowledge that it is a possibility. I acknowledge nothing. There is an inkling of doubt. You know that there is a slight notion that Piero may be misremembering what he said.
Don't badger the prosecution, Monsieur Falcon.
I wasn't badgering.
On to the next witness, Madame Belmont. Do you have anyone in mind?
I do. There is someone among us who is something of a gun connoisseur. A man who knows everything there is to know about the craft of weaponry.
Oh, that's me again.
Shut up, Piero. Get off the stand.
Yes, ma'am.
I call Fontaine forward.
Very well.
Well, how you doing, Puka?
Now, Fontaine, is it true that you are a gun specialist?
Well, I hate to brag, but yeah, I know about guns, their mechanics, their beauty. Excuse me. Have you heard about the revolver mechanisms America is developing? Wonderful stuff.
Fontaine, let's stick to the guns that were found at the crime scene. Tell us about those.
All right, very well. This is the gun on Severin Cocorico's person at the time of the arrest. It is a standard issue percussion lock, shatter launch, Grandemir pistol, 24cm length, 15mm caliber. Lots of police and soldiers carry these dull things. A gun that says, "I am a reliable man of the law."
That sounds like our Cocorico. Does it? Cocorico's always told me that the riding crop was his self-defense weapon of choice. So strange that he had a gun in the first place. And this is the gun found on the Croque Monsieur's corpse.
The corpse clutched tightly in his hand. It is a turnover pistol, double-barreled, ivory handle, 20cm length, 13mm caliber. This is exquisite and highly customized gun. It's one of a kind. Whoever used this weapon knew their stuff.
The Croque Monsieur was a legendary arms dealer. It's no surprise that his personal weapon would be something so flamboyant.
But what's really fascinating about the Croque Monsieur's gun is the ammunition. See, the bore of this pistol has been fitted with a set of grooves.
Please stop, Fontaine. I didn't call you up to hear you show off your gun knowledge. Tell us what you uncover when you examine the Croque Monsieur's bullet wound.
Alright, well, a lead bullet was embedded in the middle of the Croque Monsieur's sternum and appeared to have a straight angle of entry.
So in other words, the Croque Monsieur was facing his killer when he was shot.
That's right. The other interesting point was that the Croque Monsieur's outer clothes were singed. This is typically only occurs if a person is close enough to a gunshot to be directly burned by the gun's muzzle flash.
And how close does a person have to be burned by a muzzle flash?
Less than 3 meters, I would say. 5 at the very most.
Then there was no chance that there was a rogue sniper on the rooftops. The Croc Monsieur's killer was standing in Rue de Marmosets themselves. As is plainly evident, only one person was found in Rue de Marmoset at the time of the incident. Prosecutor Cocorico.
Well said, madame. I think you just unequivocally proved this boy's guilt.
Oh my god, my throat is dying. Oh, it just hit me. Oh, the sips.
Not so fast. I would like to cross-examine the witness.
I don't think so. You're overstepping your bounds, bud.
Let the lawyer try, Ramus. When he fails, there will be absolutely no doubt to anyone in this room that Cocorico was nothing but a bloodthirsty murderer. Oh boy. Standard issue 15mm cut was found. Could read highly customized double barreled turnover pistols. Well, it's double barreled, so. Yeah, damn right I am right now. But I stopped. So, double barreled turnover pistol. So.
Fontaine, about the Croc Monsieur's turnover pistol.
I'm also dying with my throat.
Ammunition. You're about to say something about the gun's ammunition before Madame Belmont cut you off. Could you give us the details?
Oh, great. Now he'll never stop talking.
I'm glad you asked, Falcon. So you probably know most bullets are just small round lead balls, right? But that's not the case here. This particular weapon uses an advanced iron-tipped aerodynamic carefully grooved. Actually, it would be quicker if I just showed you. Take a good look. This is an iron-tipped mini ball.
Ah. Oh, it's not mini, it's mini. Or is it? No, it's mini.
It's a very rare top-of-the-line technology. Before last night, I had never seen one of these in person before.
Like I said before, the Croc Monsieur was a legendary arms dealer. It only makes sense that he would have access to the latest weaponry.
Where do you find the bullet, Fontaine?
In the turnover pistol's chamber.
Hold on, I'm confused. I thought the Croc Monsieur's fired his gun, so how is it possible that his gun was still loaded with a bullet?
A turnover pistol is double-barreled. This means I can hold 2 bullets at once, ready to be fired in quick succession.
Ah, I see. The Croc Monsieur fired 1 bullet, but died before he could fire a second.
I was watching... I think I was watching Pawn Stars or something just recently, and the Manet bullet came up. And yeah, they were talking about that. It's like it turned like the musket ball range from like 100 yards to like 300 to 400 yard range. Or not the musket ball. It turned the rifle from 100 yards to like 300 yards. So it was a pretty interesting improvement that they came up with. And then after that was your jacketed rounds, yeah. I trust that you have no more questions about this matter, Falcon. We've wasted enough time already. Hey, yeah, I mean, people were learning stuff, and then they learned that you can bore a rifle and it makes it shoot straighter. You can bore a cannon and it makes the cannonball go straighter. It's all interesting stuff. Let's see, where is the other bullet?
Not yet. Where's the other bullet?
What other bullet?
The 5 Manet bullets. The mini ball. There were 2 shots that night, remember? One from the assailant and one from the crocodile.
I scoured the scene for a couple of minutes, but I couldn't find it. It's a pity. It would have been great to have 2 of these magnificent bullets.
Madame Balmont, did anyone find the fired mini ball in Cocorico's body? In his body, you are asking if Cocorico was wounded by the bullets? No, that much is plain to see. So I must ask, where is the fired mini ball? Well, I don't have any clue what you're trying to get at, Falcon. Isn't it obvious? If the bullet wasn't embedded in the alleyway wall, and it wasn't embedded in Cocorico, then that means... hit the murderer. The bullet hit the murderer, the real murderer. It must still be embedded in whoever attacked the Croque Monsieur. A ludicrous notion. It makes perfect sense. The double-barreled turnover gun, the missing bullet. Fine, I'll humor you. Let's say that a bullet did indeed hit the real perpetrator. What of it? Well, it's only been a few hours since the shooting. Presumably the person will still have the bullet lodged in them. Find that person with the unique iron mini ball embedded in them, and you will find the real murderer. That's reasonable, but we don't have time nor resources to search every citizen of Paris to uncover an injured gunman. You don't have to search everyone in Paris. I believe the murderer to be someone in this very room. Oh, you think we have a traitor in our ranks? I do. This was obviously a planned attack. Someone invited Cocorico and Croque Monsieur to the same place at the same time in order to create a setup. Only someone with a rebel's connection could engineer such an event.
This is ridiculous. Are you really saying that someone in this room was shot last night? That's clearly untrue.
A bullet wound can be concealed, perhaps if you all were to take off your shirts. No, I'm not having everyone in the room stripped down to their knickers just to cater to your outrageous theory. If you can't think of a more reasonable way to prove your stray bullet theory, then we end this damn trial here and now. A more reasonable way? I have a more reasonable way.
What are you thinking, Falcon?
Isn't it obvious? We have the perfect way to uncover whether someone has been shot. It's a genius solution.
Ta-da!
Are you serious, Falcon? You're relying on the invention of a lunatic.
I've never been more serious. Madame Belmont, Friar Ramus, and members of the court, this device is called an Explorer Extractor. It is the latest in medical technology. Looks like a children's toy. I assure you this is no toy. It was designed to find and extract metal embedded in bodies. A battlefield bullet finder and remover, if you will. I'm intrigued. So you're saying that just swing that device around and it finds a bullet in a person? Yes, sort of. I don't know. We haven't had a chance to practice with it, really.
Madame, these birds are playing you for a fool. There is no way that such a device exists.
We have seen this device work with our own eyes. Sparrowson shall demonstrate.
But me?
Although he will need something to demonstrate it on. The bullet? I mean, yeah. Here, we have an iron-tipped mini-ball. As presented by Fontaine moments ago. Observe, I placed the bullet in my closed fist. It now represents the fired bullet that is currently embedded in the murderer's body.
Allegedly.
Now Sparrowson will demonstrate what happens when my hand is scanned with the Explorer Extractor device.
Oh, I just do this and...
It's humming and buzzing. Is it really detecting that bullet? Absolutely. What an intriguing device. What an intriguing device.
Hey, what would happen if I were to hit the extract right now?
Please don't. You remember what happened to that steak, right?
My. What is this feeling? It feels like... power!
Don't let it get to your head. Okay, I'm convinced. Falcon, Sparrowson, you may perform a cursory scan of each of us with that device of yours.
You must stop humoring these morons, madame. What good is this doing us?
Ramus, they may be morons, but this test will grant us certainty of the rooster's fate. I can afford that time.
Hey, Falcon, what will happen if the murderer is someone not present in this room?
It most likely isn't.
What?
I'm stalling.
Falcon.
Get a move on, you two.
I really must express my displeasure that you're going along with this farce, Madame Belmont. Let us end this trial right here and now. You can get the justice you so crave.
Don't worry, Ramus. My patience for this bird brain is wearing thin too. When this asinine scheme of his fails, he will face the consequences. Lackey Bird, scan the rooster first. He is the prime suspect after all.
Okay. I'm not getting any reaction. That means there is probably no bullet lodged in Cocorico. So he's innocent for sure.
No, all it means is that this bird was not shot by the hypothetical bullet. Don't forget that this is all speculation on Falcon's part.
Madame, I must insist that you end this. It's a fool's errand. We have other matters to attend to.
Ramus, you let me worry about our time management. Piero, you go next.
I died. I'll get it over with.
No reaction. That means Piero wasn't shot either.
No surprise there, right, guys?
Let's see. Next we shall test.
Madame, I implore you.
You're being awfully lippy, Ramus. Why don't you go next?
That's really not necessary, Madame. I don't want to participate in this ridiculous child's game.
This is no game, and I'm issuing you an order to cooperate.
I refuse.
Why? Your brother was the one that was shot, not you. Piero, please restrain Ramus.
With pleasure, ma'am.
What are you doing? Keep your filthy talent off me. That will not be manhandled by... You stop that. You're making a mistake. Damn, I think a little harder. I have an alibi. I was with you the whole evening.
Sparrow Son, do the test.
Falcon? I'm not getting any reaction.
That can't be right. Do it again.
There's nothing. Friar Ramus has not been shot as far as this device can tell.
You had a nerve to manhandle a man of the cloth like that. As I said, on the floor, Madame, I was with you and Fontaine for the entire evening. I could not possibly be in two places at once.
It's true, you were sitting in my line of sight exactly when the murder was supposed to have taken place.
As was I.
Right, Fontaine was sitting with us too, so that rules him out, and I know that I didn't perform the murder, obviously, which means that every suspect has been accounted for. Go sit down, lackey, your job is done. You realize what this means, don't you, Falcon? Your little test failed. Your hypothetical bullet theory turned out to be unsubstantiated speculation, pure guesswork.
So we end the trial, Madame.
Wait. There must be something we're not accounting for. I just know it. There's something else who could have been the shooter. The brother. We know who. Is Judge Romulus? Oh, there's three more people we haven't seen yet. Friar Romulus. How's your brother, the man named... Friar Ramus, how's your brother, the man named Romulus?
My brother, he was forced to flee the country by our oppressive government.
You and I know that isn't true. Your brother is still in France. In fact, I think he's lurking in these very catacombs right now. An absurd notion. Your theories are getting more and more outlandish, Falcon. Where's your evidence?
Oh, I know, I can answer this one. I found this in the catacomb tunnel.
An introductory guide to the Cult of Reason. Thank you, Sparrow Son. Now, Friar Ramus, does this pamphlet look familiar to you?
No, I've never seen it in my life.
Are you sure? Are you sure it doesn't belong to your brother Romulus?
No. There are many cultists in Paris. Maybe it belongs to one of them.
Falcon, I'll take your word that your lackey found this pamphlet in the catacombs. But Ramus is right. You have no evidence that this man known as Romulus is the one who dropped it. This pamphlet could have been dropped by anyone. It could even have been dragged in on the sole of Piero's shoe, for all I know.
Yeah, would it be the first time?
Actually, Madame, I know for a fact that this pamphlet belonged to Romulus, and I can prove it.
Ta-da!
A little while ago, while visiting the Louvre, I saw a man who looked very much like Romulus handing out pamphlets. As you can see, the pamphlet from the Louvre is identical to the pamphlet from the catacombs, except for one important detail. Romulus signed the Louvre pamphlet himself.
No way. My brother wouldn't do something so foolish.
Do you see? Right here on the cover page. That's Romulus' signature. I admire your tenacity, Falcon, but something is blatantly wrong with your evidence. We know that the brother of the Friar Ramus is named Romulus, but this Louvre pamphlet of yours is signed Silvius. Clearly an alias. Romulus is on the run from the police, so he must have changed his identity. That's a plausible theory, but it's unsubstantiated. How do we know that this pamphlet was signed by Ramus's brother? Ta-da! This fountain pen.
Hey, what did you get that? Is it my brother's or mine?
Wow, Ramus, your mouth is as big as Romulus's. Anyway, I believe it's yours. Sparrowson happened to find this pen in your robes just a few days ago.
You mean he stole it?
Let's not argue over semantics. What's important and what you have just admitted is that you and your brother both owned pens just like this. See, these pens are unique in that they contain green ink, a very unusual choice of ink color.
A very evil choice, too.
Well, yes, but more importantly, it's the same ink that was used on this signed pamphlet. Since there are only two pens, there are only two possibilities. Either Friar Ramus has been signing off on aesthetic cultist propaganda, atheist cultist propaganda.
I would never do such a thing.
Or his brother has been using his identical pen to sign cultist propaganda, the same type that was found in these catacombs.
Impossible. My clumsy old former brother lost his pen a week ago.
Oh, so then the only explanation is that you lent him your own.
But no, you see,
it doesn't matter how you cut it, Friar. One way or another, you and your brother are tied to the cultist pamphlet. Admit it! Confess! Falcon, enough. You've made your point. You're asserting that the Friar's pen ties him to the cultist pamphlet. I get it.
This is all tenuous, wouldn't you say, madame?
No question, Falcon has suggested a theory that hinges upon a theory that hinges upon yet another theory. It's not hard proof by any measure. He may very well be wrong, but at least he's logical. His theory is self-consistent.
What are you saying, madame?
Falcon, where did you say you found this leaflet? The unsigned one, that is.
Oh, down the catacombs tunnels, through the fork on the left-hand side.
Fontaine, Pierrot, go see if you can find anyone dawdling where they shouldn't be.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, this is kind of awkward.
In a moment, one of the two things will happen. Either Pierrot and Fontaine will return empty-handed, in which case I'll have no choice but to execute Cocorico. Why? He's got little flower underwear. And then I would have to execute you, Falcon, and you, Sparrowson.
Us?
Not because of what you've seen tonight, although that's admittedly a problem, but because your lies would be treasonous to our new republic.
I didn't sign up for this.
Or, Pierrot and Fontaine will return with a prisoner in tow, in which case...
We would be free to cut Cocorico down and skedaddle?
Surely not, madame. You're not gonna let these three just walk free after everything that's happened here. Remember what this rooster did to your father.
Hold your tongue, Friar. If it turns out you've been deceiving me all this time...
Oh man, Belmont, look what we found!
Aha!
Stop shoving me. I can walk myself.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Well, we really do have a ghost in the catacombs. Introduce yourself, Wolf.
Very well, mademoiselle. My name...
Madam.
Right, madam. Whatever. My name is Silvius. Don't you mean Romulus? That alias isn't fooling anyone, your honor. All right. I'm Romulus, twin brother of Ramus, the loyal servant to the rebel cause. That's the whole truth.
He's telling the truth, madame.
Long live the Second Republic. Right, guys?
I have a lot of questions, both for you, Romulus, and for you, Ramus. I don't appreciate being lied to. Seems that you have your hands full, so we'll we will just be taking our leave. Not so fast, Falcon. Your theory is still unproven. If it turns out that Romulus has no bullet in him, then you would have no evidence that implicates him for the Croc Monsieur's murder. Cocorico would still be the prime suspect.
A bullet in me? What are you guys on about?
Spare me, Fontaine. Hold him down.
Hold me down. Oh, ow, 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 ow.
Sparrow Son, do your test.
I'm on it.
It's buzzing. It's really buzzing around his shoulder.
I see no blood. There's definitely a bullet wound there. Oh, I see blood.
Why's my brain blank? Oh, yeah.
That's an old bullet, an old war wound. I got it fighting in Algeria in 36.
Obviously a desperate lie.
My brother is being completely honest, madame. He's a veteran. He will be shot. He was shot in battle.
Well, let's see what kind of bullet it is, huh? Sparrow Son, do the extractor!
You know, I could just extract the bullet right here and now. That would remove all doubt.
Ooh. Should I do it?
Do it. Do it. Do it.
Extract that sucker, Sparrow Son.
Oh, God.
Ah! Wow. Wow. Sucked it out like a pit from a grapefruit. Oh, hey, look at that. If I'm not mistaken, this is one of them newfangled bullets, right, Fontaine? Oh, there's no mistake. This is an iron-tipped minet ball, just like the one in Croc Monsieur's gun.
Do you realize what this... do you realize what this means, madame? It clearly demonstrates that Romulus confronted the Croc Monsieur before Cocorico arrived. This is undeniable evidence that Cocorico had nothing to do with the crocodile's death. You're right, I made a mistake. I haven't forgotten what the rooster did to my father, but this bird clearly had no part in killing of the Croc Monsieur. Therefore, I cannot honestly call him an enemy of the Second Republic. Your friend is free to go, Fontaine. Cut the rooster down.
Right away, madame.
I did it.
Thank you, madame. For what? For giving us an opportunity to show you what justice looks like. Before you ask what the difference is between revenge and justice, and I replied due process, well, it was crude and messy, but today you gave us the chance to show you what due process looked like. Piero and Fontaine will help carry your friend to the tunnel entrance.
We're on it, madame. Will you be okay by yourself with the two wolves?
These toothless old dogs, I think I'll manage.
Of course.
Come on, brother, to your feet.
So, cultists.
Cultist is such a strong word. Listen, mademoiselle.
Don't mademoiselle me, I shall be asking the questions here. Tell me, Friar, are you a cultist too?
Madame, I'm just a humble servant of God.
Ugh, I never realized how poisonous your words are. You've been spewing lies since the very start, haven't you?
Madame.
At least tell me why you two killed the Croc Monsieur.
Because...
Allow me, brother. You want to know the truth? We want exactly the same thing as you. We want a world without class, a world without false rulers and gods, a world where only the reason of man reigns. A world of true equality and fairness. That is what you strive for, no? But you cannot achieve such a goal without violence. Your methods are too passive, too naive. So we set up a situation where you would be forced into action. Make the government look like murderers to the rebels, and make the rebels look like murderers to the government. Then you would be forced to take up arms.
Another lie.
But that was the truth.
You claim that you want equality, but you just want a world where you stand above everyone else, a world where carnivores reign. You're a rabid animal at heart.
You got me. But can you honestly say that you never wanted power for yourself? You're a carnivore too. Don't deny it.
Oh, I never really thought about the carnivore herbivore angle Since the king right now is an herbivore. Or no, the king's a penguin. So, an omnivore, right? Do penguins actually eat, like, plants? I thought they just eat, like, fish. So there is a carnivore up there. I guess... maybe it's more gonna be like land carnivores versus ocean carnivores. No, I've never wanted power. All I've ever wanted was a world where no child has to grow up without a father. Did you know that the Croque Monsieur was something of a family man? He once confided in me that he had 5 children and a late wife.
I had no idea.
They have a little seaweed with their sushi. Tell me, Romulus, do you have children?
Me? Pfft, no, mademoiselle,
You shouldn't have said mademoiselle!
Brother?
That's for you, Friar. Get out of here.
You ain't gonna kill me?
I ought to. You're the worst kind of person. A man who will cling to any ideology to claw his way higher. But I know that you weren't the one to pull the trigger on the Croque Monsieur. Maybe there's a slither of goodness left in you. No, there isn't!
I...
Go. Is this what justice looks like? It's so uncaring.
I did it! I did it!
Oh man. Oh man. You kicked so much derriere at that impromptu trial yesterday. Those rebels were like, we're executing this pump mob justice, rah rah rah. But you were like, this isn't how we do things in France, chicken pluckers. And then they were like,
Sparrow son, let's get serious for a moment.
serious? You just pulled off the craziest lawyering move in the history of French law. We should be celebrating.
We don't have time to pull out the champagne. Didn't you see the anger in the rebels' eyes? Didn't you feel the tension in the air? We're just days away from violence breaking out onto the streets.
Oh yeah, I guess another revolution might be around the corner. But what exactly can we do? We already told the police everything we know. Unless you're not thinking of arming yourself to the teeth and fighting the rebel forces yourself, are you?
What? No, you watch far too many action operas. I was thinking of preparing a legal case.
A case for whom?
At their core, all historical revolutions center on trials. A nation's rulers are tried and held accountable for their crimes. But you saw the horrendous trial that took place last night. Nobody cares about due process when the emotions are running high. Regardless of the outcome of the revolution, we need to make sure that everybody has an equal opportunity for justice.
That makes sense. So what's the plan? We head to the Quenel's tavern and hand out some business cards?
Think bigger. Who will the rebels target?
The king?
Exactly. To the Palace Royale!
Egalite.
Falcon and Sparrow Son rushed to the Palace Royale to arrange a private audience with the king. After filing in a pile of forms, the two are led to a waiting room.
Hi, you here to see the king?
That's right.
Okay, take a number, wait to be called.
Take your number.
Yeah, just wait your turn.
Morris feels you've come to see the king. Let me guess. Lawyers?
Hey, that's right. How did you...
Hey, I know you. You're the Prime Minister, Monsieur Guzot.
Oh, wow. You're right, Sparrowson. It's an honor to meet you, Prime Minister.
Spare formalities. You're here to offer the king legal aid, are you?
Is he a turkey vulture?
Yep, we're gonna offer him assistance for the upcoming rebellion.
Let me get a word of advice. Don't bother.
Excuse me?
King doesn't take kindly to any form of criticism. He buries his head so far in the sand that one could swear he is an ostrich. One word, think that 7 assassination attempts would be enough for the man to learn that he is detested.
With all due respect, Prime Minister, I think the King of France is mature enough to not let his ego get in the way of senses.
Sure, one would think.
24.
That's us. It was a pleasure meeting you, Monsieur.
Good luck, you need it.
24! Calling number 24!
Good day, Your Majesty.
Oh, good day, good day.
Oh wait, what did I do for him?
Hi, good day, messieurs. Can I help you with something?
I probably should have prepared a speech beforehand. That would have been smart, huh?
Just wing it.
Right, let's see, how to start, Hydra's coming in. Hey! There's a Hydra! Yay! Yes. Yes, Hydra. Oh, yeah. Oh, I got the good spot. That's a good scratch right there, huh? Yes. Oh, yeah. Yes. Very good. Oh, thank you. Thank you. That was the name she came with. Let's see, Your Majesty, what I'm about to say is the utmost importance. Please listen closely.
Okay, I'm listening.
Let's see, yeah. There's a storm coming, rebels are plotting a downfall, and many believe that a serious uprising is imminent.
Imminent, you say? Goodness.
I like how he's in a rocking chair. We are sure that such a pitiful revolt will blow over in no time at all. Nonetheless, we would like to humbly offer our aid as lawyers. We may be of great use to the throne in this troublesome time. Oh yeah, what do you think about that, huh? Yeah? Oh yeah? You telling me you need to go out? Yeah, probably. Alright.
I think that's understandable. I think I understand.
You do?
I understand that you are a pair of con artists attempting to screw a self-made bourgeois out of the hard-earned cash. You have some nerve to even imply that my people hate me. I am the Citizen King. I am beloved by all.
Beloved kings tend to experience fewer assassination attempts.
Peck! Have these two crooks thrown in jail. Maybe that'll teach them a thing or two about respect. Right away, Your Majesty.
You can't be serious. Oh, he was serious.
Well, this is another fine mess you've gotten me into.
There's no need for the attitude, Sparrow, son. We won't be in here for long. Once we receive a court hearing, the judges will no doubt dismiss our charges instantly.
And how long will it take for us to get a court hearing? Tell me that, Monsieur Smarty Pants.
A week or so, I'm guessing. I can see why that might be a problem. The revolution could be in full swing by then. What to do?
We could try escaping.
Don't be ridiculous. Nobody has ever escaped from conciergerie before.
But nobody has ever locked the genius Sparrow son and his witty lackey Falcon into the same jail before.
That's an absurd suggestion.
Got any better ideas?
Okay, let's break out of prison.
Fantastic.
I am going to save and quit right now, so my throat can get a little bit of rest, and I need to take Hydra out, because she's just such a beautiful girl. Yes. I might take her out running, because it's a nice, beautiful, well, I was going to say warm night, but it's a nice cold night, and we'll like that. But anyway, my friends, thank you for joining me and I hope you had yourself a good time, and I hope to see you again tomorrow. So take care, stay well, and bye-bye for now, everybody.